3D characters have been used everywhere, from films to television to games, as well as making figures and statues and more. For this documentary, I'll be focusing on their use in films and TV. Usually 3D characters are used to portray a character that does not physically exist in a film or TV, sometimes having an actor act out the scenes using performance capture suits and placing the character over them. Films usually have more budget than TV, so they are able to create more detailed characters that are also larger in scale. Notable examples include Marvel's Thanos, as well as the Transformers characters. And in TV, we have notable examples such as King Shark on the Flash TV show, and all of the characters in the Star Wars: The Clone Wars TV show, as that is all digitally made. The first use of a 3D character model was in 1967 in the Westworld sequel titled Future World. Here, they created an animated hand and face. This was done by using 2D digital compositing to materialise characters over a background. After that, in 1981, the first CGI human character, Cindy, was created for the film Looker. This was also the first use of 3D shaded CGI. Two of the most famous uses of character models in film are from Tron and Avatar. Tron was the first extensive use at 15 minutes of 3D models, including the light cycle sequence. Jumping ahead a bit, we come to Avatar. In the years since Tron, the technology has improved, allowing for the creation of films such as Avatar, being the first feature-length movie made using performance capture in order to create 3D realistic characters and a fully 3D world. This was made possible with the advancement of technology. Tron was made using magic created in 1966. Since then, films like Avatar use the New Zealand-based company Weta Digital for most of the work, character modelling, animation, and rendering. Weta was founded by Peter Jackson, Richard Taylor, and Jamie Selkirk in 1993 in order to produce the digital effects for Heavenly Creatures. Since its creation, Weta has gone on to produce the digital effects of films such as Lord of the Rings, Guardians of the Galaxy, the TV show Umbrella Academy, and most notably the film Avengers Endgame, as well as many more. Just watch Endgame compared to Heavenly Creatures and you can see how far the technology has advanced. As mentioned before, Peter Jackson, Richard Taylor, and Jamie Selkirk are key people within the industry for the creation of Weta, and how important Weta has been to character design. However, another notable person is George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, but not just for creating Star Wars, which has led to the need for 3D character design for aliens and other characters, but also for the fact that he helped create ILM, also known as Industrial Light and Magic, a company that has gone on to become revolutionary in the industry. They are known for being able to take incredible concept art and making it a reality in film. The first employees at ILM were tasked with building creatures for Star Wars as well as the spaceships and cameras. Since then, ILM have gone on to create 3D characters for major films, such as the Transformers movies, the Marvel movies, Kong Skull Island, and many more. One more notable person is John Knoll. While he does work at ILM, he has become famous for being one of the original creators of Photoshop, which is a fantastic program for concept art and designs that can be translated into creating a 3D character. In order to create 3D characters, there are some key techniques that are available to be followed and used. To start, the concept art. To create a 3D character model, you must first create a concept art for your character. Concept art is the earliest finalised design for the character that shows the animator what they need to know and how it should act and exist, and any extra notes that the animator needs to know. Concept art can be created in many ways, from a physical drawing with pen, pencil and paper to digitally using an iPad, drawing tablet and or Photoshop. After you've created concepts and chosen a final one, you would then go on to clean up the design and add and remove any details. After that, you would then go on to actually creating the 3D character model using a 3D modelling program such as Cinema 4D. Here I am, creating my own concept art. I'm creating my own design for an already existing character in the Transformers franchise, Megatron. To do this, I have chosen to take certain key parts from the original design and update them in my own way. For example, the helmet, which has come to be known as the bucket head. I have taken that general concept and updated it and evolved it in my own way. For the concept art, I started by creating the basic designs on paper. After that, I chose the design that I liked the most and moved forward with that one, scanning it onto a computer and started editing it on Photoshop, as seen here. After this stage is completed, I will move on to creating a final character model on Cinema 4D. When doing this, I must keep in mind key aspects, such as the muscle movements, bone structure, as well as how the character would act and behave when animating it. When creating 3D characters, what are your top 3 points to keep in mind?
I think when you start, I think no matter what, you have to keep the idea of the human form in your mind, even if that's going to be kind of turning into some kind of creature that's leaning forward or much bigger or anything like that. We have a kind of a set idea in our head of the proportions of a body, and it's very hard to kind of make something believable if it goes away from that.
In your opinion, what is the best way to create a 3D character in Cinema 4D? For example, using the pen tool combined with extrude, editing a shape into a play scene, or just going ahead and moulding the model?
Personally, I like to get the figure roughed out with a simple shape and then use the sculpting system for that kind of thing, for an organic character. Although for something like a robot or things like that, then doing hard surface modeling is the best way.
In your experience, what are the biggest issues that you've run into when creating 3D characters?
I think going back to what I said before is making something the proportions correct and getting the body to look kind of natural, even though it's something that's kind of unusual. Yeah.
And lastly, what's your favourite part of character design?
I think when the character kind of comes to life near the end, you get the look right, the eyes are in the right place, and everything just starts to kind of flow. That's it, and you get that kind of, oh yeah, magic moment. Yeah, it's working now.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
How long have you been designing characters for?
I think when I first started drawing, so a long time since I was a kid, I've always been interested in the design of characters and development of their progression through designs as well.
What would you say is the most important parts to designing a character?
I would say making them stand out in a unique way, so giving them the iconic traits, giving them specific color palettes, something that when you put them in a silhouette, you still can pick out which character is which just from their iconic parts.
Perfect. In conclusion, the ability and skill to create a 3D character is essential to the industry, as without it, films such as the Avengers films would not be as successful, as they would be unable to create characters such as the Hulk and Thanos. Instead, they would look a little something like this. Overall, 3D character design is extremely important, and I am very excited to see where the skill progresses to as we enter the new decade.